What's going on, man? Listen, happy to be back with y'all for another day. Man, listen, I am your charming mobile home mogul, Byron Sellers, co-founder of the Mobile Home Elite Investors. I'm excited to be back with y'all for another day. And today, all right, we are talking about, we got a good topic today. I'm gonna hang out with y'all maybe about 15 minutes max. But we're talking about uh the 2006 housing reset, how to land your first mobile home deal by March, y'all. So we're going in. Again, I'm excited to definitely be on here with you all. We are live on Facebook. We live on on YouTube and Instagram. So, man, like I said, I'm definitely excited to be on here with you all. Definitely want to maybe grab a pen and pad, and we're gonna make this real interactive. Since tonight I'm kind of on a time schedule. If you got questions, man, make sure you holler at me in our Elite Squad, and the link is in the description. Instagram, you can comment Elite, but listen, so tonight again, I wanted to pretty much share with y'all how you can get your first mobile home deal by March. All right, by March. And so now we're talking about, again, we got February, January is almost over, but in pretty much, even though February being one of the shortest months, if you put the work in, all right, if you put the work in, you can get your first deal, whether it's under contract, if you want to do a fix and flip, or if you even want a rental property, you can get that done. So tonight we're gonna go over some strategy to get you to get you started, so you know where to look, and again, pretty much make sure we check all the boxes off that we need. So one of the first things, man, I always say, if you're brand new, let me know where you're checking in from. Drop in the chat where you're checking in. I'm checking in from Tampa, Florida. So again, I'm excited, but one of the key things is you have to know what's around you, right? You have to know what's around you. So, with that being said, one of the things that I always love sharing is how you can go on Google Maps and find mobile home parks near you, right? So, if you go to Google Maps, I'm not going to do the description right now, but if you go on Google Maps, you type in mobile home parks near me, you're going to begin to see the mobile home parks that's near you, right? So this is how you begin to see, okay, this is what's in my market. This is what it looks like. You can also hop on Zillow, right? Hop on Zillow, uh, filter it to manufactured homes, start to see what your market actually looks like, what's for sale, filter to what's sold. So you know, okay, cool. Like this is what my market is commanding. All right. And this is what I can all right, cool, cool. This is what my market has for me. All right. So now we start to know where to go, right? When you also have Facebook, right? Facebook Marketplace. This is where you can start online searching, see pretty much off market. One of the key things, right, as we talk about the best deals are off market deals. Now, again, we moving fast. If you just joined, welcome. The best deals, if you're a beginner, for a safe bet for your first few deals or so within a mobile home community, are deals that the park is selling that either has been sitting for a while or somebody just moved out of it. But these are homes that a mobile home park may have that, guess what? They need your help. They need your help. Because as a park manager, right, as a park owner, I have a park manager who's overseeing this community. And guess what? They need to fill vacancies, because that's the only way that we gonna eat, right? We gonna make money if we fill vacancies. So with that being said, remember I told y'all the Google Maps, right? What's up, family? Remember I told y'all as far as about Google Maps? What that does is it provides all of the phone numbers, right? All of the phone numbers to a mobile home park. If you're brand new, you ain't got to be perfect right now. You don't got to know exactly what to say. But what I will tell you is, all you want to call and ask is, how you doing? Listen, I'm just giving a shout to see, do you have any distress or any mobile homes for sale within, boom, whatever your price range is. Whatever your price range is. And you're going to get a yes or no. You're just looking for a yes. You're looking for a yes. Watch this. The next thing you want to do, if you get a yes, is schedule an appointment to go see the home. Schedule an appointment to go see the home. Right? If you following me, put yes in the chat. If you like, okay, hey, I think I can start with that. I can go on Google Maps. I can call a mobile home park. I can see if they got some of the image. If they say yes, I can actually go out and see it. Now, you're probably thinking like, hey, okay, what if okay, what do I say? What so I'm gonna give you some quick game because like I said, we're gonna hang out for a little bit. But the one thing you want to do is for one, you want to find out their rules. Hey, listen, so I see you got this home. So um I would love to add value. And I just wanted to know if I buy this, can I fix it up and resell it? Pretty simple. You ain't got to ask, can I be an investor or anything like that? Can I set this up? Right? Or again, I'm sorry, let me retract. Can I buy this and resell it? That's simple. They may say yes or no. Sometimes they may tell you, hey, look, we've had a problem in the past. Somebody did this, and I can say, well, I understand. Um, but I would love to show you again. I'll be responsible for what's needed. Cool. The next thing is you want to ask them, okay, well, how much is the lot rent? What the lot rent is just like it's like an HOA, right? It's a monthly fee. I call it holding costs if you're doing business inside of a mobile home park. Now remember, this is for beginners only. If you've been rocking with me, we supposed to do land. Cool. Y'all know we're gonna get to that in the lead squad. Shout out that lead squad. Okay. Now, what you want to ask is how much is the lot rent? Again, that's just like a HOA fee, a monthly fee that they pay for the land. If that lot rent, if you hear and they say that lot rent is almost the same as rent, no go. No go. Right? Like if you somewhere and lot rent is, I'll give you an example, right? If you in a rural area and the lot rent $950, $1,000, no. The closer it's going to be to a city, the higher it's going to be. Does it make sense? Now watch this. If the average rent is $2,900, $3,000, and the lot rent is $1,000, let's say we talking California, some places, then I still got margins. But if the average rent, if the lot rent is $850, but the average rent I can get for it is $1,200, it don't make sense, right? And again, remember we talked about holding costs. So if I'm going to buy this and repair this, I have to, if this don't sell, because people are worried about the lot rent, now we got the lot rent trap, which I just talked about on my last video. So with that being said, we have to make sure we run our numbers. All right, we got to run our numbers. So talking to the park manager, hey, how much does these homes resell for? How much do you all have rentals? How much do y'all rent them? Do you allow, like if I wanted to sell a finance, like you can ask those questions. Sometimes people try to go around it and things. You don't have to. You can ask those questions because you may get a yes or no. And it tells you what strategy that you're going to be able to do in the community. Now watch this. Some of y'all are in a position where you all are, wherever market you in. I seen somebody was in Michigan. Let me drop in the chat. What market are you in? Right? Are you in Atlanta? Are you in Chicago? Like what market are you in? Because some of you all can go to mobile home parks and they have mobile homes that are handyman specials, what we call it, at $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $7,000 that you may be able to negotiate, get them down to a price that you can afford, and now resell it for a profit. And you ain't got to touch it. That's my favorite, to be honest, right? If I find a mobile home, $5,000, older mobile home, 1980 something, $5,000, and I can get it for $3,000, I'm gonna go resell it for $6,000. And then I may find somebody that may give me $5,000. I just made 2 bands off it quick. That's how we get our feet wet in this. We don't have to go for the home run because eventually those home runs are going to come. But we don't have to actually go for the home runs. Let me see. Instagram, y'all rock. Okay, got Miami in the building, Alabama, Detroit and Lansing. Okay. I love it. Mass. Okay. Nice. So this is just a way for us to get in the door. Now, listen, we found out how, again, we within our time frame, we found out how to source the mobile homes, how to talk to a park manager, right? The next thing, right, is one of the key things is if it's not a park manager and it's a seller, meaning it's somebody who's selling their home, we got to know how to negotiate. Watch this. Every seller who wants to sell a home has a problem. We're problem solving. This is a problem solving business, right? And as a problem solver, you're still a business, meaning that whatever price they have, you have to be able to see, like, okay, not what you think, but what does the market command for this? See, sometimes people just think like, oh, these trailers, I just seen a trailer online. It was only $10,000. But if that community and let's say that $10,000 mobile home and they only sell between 10 to 15, and you think you about to put and you about to go, you're about to invest in it and fix it up, then you may be stuck. You may have to do a rental or seller financing, and that wasn't even your strategy from the beginning. You got to run the numbers in this business, right? I'm gonna definitely do another video about breaking down on how to do that. Or if you, again, I see some of y'all commenting elite and some of y'all commenting elite on Instagram. Big shout out to y'all. Or again, if you need the step-by-step shortcuts and all that good stuff, definitely tap into our mentorship community. We got you. Comment elite. Now, when you're talking to a seller, you want to always hear, watch this. This is why people who may not have a lot of capital. If a seller is not in a rush to sell, you can offer them, ask them would they be willing to do seller finance. Now, they may not even understand what seller finance is, right? And just say, hey, listen, I know you're looking for $20,000 a day. Right? I know you're looking for $20,000. Now watch this. If you're in a state like Florida, if you're in a state where they have sales tax when you sell the mobile home, you gotta be like, listen, I know you want that, but if I buy, like, I'm gonna have to eat almost 10%. Like, I gotta eat that. So, what can we work out? But how about this? I want you to get all your money. So what if today I was give you 5,000 down, right? You walk away 5,000. And then we do something like, let's do 500 a month for the next 3.5 years. Make some cash flow. You may be like, I don't know, but guess what? You presented them. They're thinking about that. What you're saying, listen, you don't have to pay lot rent no more. I'll take care of all of that. Like, I know you're trying to get rid of this house. You've been sitting on this house, especially if they've been on the market for 90 days plus. You paying lot rent. Why don't you make some money? Man, listen. Chad, I appreciate that. Let's get it. All right. Being creative. Now watch this. Another question you want to ask. Again, it's a crash course today. Another question you want to ask is the title free and clear? Mobile homes inside of parks are titled, right? They're titled like, like chattel, pretty much. They're titled, right? Like cars, pretty much, right? Mobile homes that are on their own land, meaning that it's affixed to land, then that's deeded. So with that being said, is it a free and clear title? If it has a lien on the title, that means that it was financed. They're still paying somebody. Is this paid off yet? Okay. So those are key things that you definitely want to be aware of when you are presenting an offer, but you want to make sure, hey, is it free and clear? Are you behind on lot rent? Do you owe on lot rent? Because that's a great negotiation tactic. If they behind, you're like, listen, you want that amount, but I know you're behind on lot rent. I know you don't get evicted. Let me help you. Let me help you out. So let's say y'all reach the deal. Boom. They say they agree on it. Watch this. Write this down. Again, you may have to watch the replay. Replay will be on YouTube, Instagram. Y'all can catch the replay on YouTube, and it's going to be on our Facebook page at Mobile Home Elite Investors. All right. So watch this. I'm gonna break down the process. Okay. on exactly the checklist on what you need to do to purchase a mobile home. Okay. First and foremost, if it's in a mobile home community, you have to apply and get approved by the mobile home community. What do I mean by that? Every community has a credit check, background check that you have to get approved for the community. Now, watch this. Most mobile home parks are for affordable housing, meaning that you can have either 600 or less, 550 or less. It just depends. You can always ask them, what is your credit? What is your credit standard, or what credit score do I need to get approved? They may say, well, it ain't about your credit score. It's your debt to income ratio. They care about previous convictions, right? If you're a felon, you may have to get somebody else to do it, but you can tell them your situation. Or again, this is about building relationships, or make sure you don't have any previous evictions. Okay, so you got to apply for that. They're most likely going to have, some costs associated with application fees and things like that. All right. Again, we make sure the title is free and clear. Then next, you want to confirm with the county tax assessor or the county clerk, whatever that is in that your county, that the taxes are up to date on the mobile home. The mobile home park should know that, but you want to make sure that the taxes are up to date on that property. Okay. Now, if they selling it and they got appliances, make sure everything working properly. If not, that price going down. we got to negotiate. All right. I ain't buying no refrigerator that's, that barely working and things like that. Wash and dry all janky. We not doing that. All right. Everything got to be working properly. Now, here's another thing. If you're brand new, you need to get an inspection of your home, because you don't watch this. With my first mobile home that we bought, for out of the first two, right? We paid, dang, I'm almost forgetting what I paid, $4,300 for two homes, right? The one home that we paid the lease for, okay? We had underlying mold near the window sills. We had to do some piping underneath the mobile. It was a lot of hidden things that, guess what? Us starting out, I didn't get an inspector. So it cost me more money. Now, it wasn't a lot, but it still cost me, right? That would have been more profit in my, That'd have been definitely more profit in my pockets. So make sure you get an inspection. Again, remember, we're going to repeat again, make sure the lot rent is paid up. And then when that occurs, right, you'll say you're about to be ready to buy, you got to provide a bill of sale for the seller. All right, got to provide a bill. A lot of times they don't know about that. So again, now, like I said, this is how we get in our first deal, right? Because one, we already prospected, we already found it. Google Maps, Facebook Marketplace, right? We talked to park managers. We're having the conversations with park managers on how to actually vet this deal, right? We're asking the key questions about the title. We're asking the questions about condition. We're asking park managers, how much would this sell for? What can we do with the home, right? We're asking those questions. Remember, I just gave you all the checklists. Before we even buy this home, right? We got to get approved by the community. We got to make sure the title is free and clear. We got to check with the county tax assessor or the county clerk office, whoever does the taxes. We got to make sure that this is paid. All right. Again, if it's appliances, we got to make sure that's working. We want to make sure there's no major repairs. Also, I forgot to leave that off. Roof, electric, right? Electric, HVAC, AC, plumbing. We got to make sure these things are intact. Again, for our first, why? Because for our first deal, watch this. If you had no real estate experience and you've never did a fix and flip, the last thing you want to do is to get an intense fix and flip on a mobile home. Yes, you may think like, man, this only cost me a few grand. You got to know what your budget is. Now, again, I'm going to say this. For a mobile home inside of a park, if you got access over 50,000 or plus, you are okay. Worst case scenario for a single wide mobile home that's in a mobile home community. Watch this, in a mobile home community. I ain't talking about on his own land, mobile home community. Most you should be paying is about 17 grand, maybe 20 for a full gut renovation. right? Now, again, if it needs all of what I talked about, the roof, HVAC, you can be a little bit higher, right? But I'll tell you, for your first one, you don't want to do that. For a double wide, 25, 30. Now, land those can go higher because, again, like, this is more long term. Somebody's gonna get a mortgage to live in it. So we want to make sure it's not only clean, safe, and functional, but we want to provide a great product because we also competing with single family homes in the area. But like I said, if y'all want to learn how to make 40, $50,000 to $100,000 on a mobile home with land flip, y'all got to join that Elite Squad. Comment Elite on Instagram or click the link in the description to learn on how to do this at a high level. But today, this is straight beginner. I want to be able to share with y'all some strategy on not only how to lock up your first deal, right? Um, Again, like I said, not only how to lock up your first deal, but the questions to ask. Like I said, this was a crash course. I was supposed to hang out 15 minutes. I'm at the 20-minute mark. But listen, y'all, more things to come, man. More things to come. Corey, I see you asked, what about evictions? Can you get a little bit more specific for me about that question? I'm gonna answer a few questions, and then I'm gonna jump off here. But I gave you enough. If you want to watch the replay, watch it on YouTube. The YouTube is going to be available, so y'all can watch the YouTube. And like I said, I'm gonna pretty much do some more videos, and we're gonna talk about how to market it, how to vet your tenant buyers, how to vet your tenants if you flipping it, how to sell your mobile home, closing your deal. I got y'all covered, man. But like I said, I wanted to come on here and share with y'all tonight how you can get your first mobile home deal by March. Okay. You say I'm talking about someone's getting evicted from a park. So what I like about those deals is that those are deals where I got the heart to help somebody, because whatever situation they're in, right, the most likely they're behind. Now, if it's a rental, ain't too much I can do. But if they own their home and they're behind on lot rent, then I would love to help them out, right? Put some money in their pocket, pay back their lot rent, get the house potentially at a discount, make sure it's enough for them to go get something else. And like, I would prefer for them, like, again, if they already being evicted, meaning the park already pushing through, they got court date, ain't too much I can do on that. But if they're getting the letters, then I can help them, but we got to move fast. You know what I'm saying? I've actually been able to help several people without getting evicted and putting some good money in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? And not penny pinching them, you know what I'm saying, to sell me their house at an extreme discount, but at the same time, just being able to, help them get out of their situation and, you know what I'm saying, put some money in their pocket and help them avoid having an eviction on their credit. So good question. So listen, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all tapping in, coming on here, man. Look out for more content. And man, listen, I truly appreciate y'all. Do me a favor, if you have not, make sure you follow us on Instagram at Mobile Home Elite Investors. Make sure you follow us on all platforms at Mobile Home Elite Investors. Y'all already know, subscribe, like, and share this channel. Man, listen, signing off, man. I am Byron Sellers, y'all. And man, like I said, I truly, truly appreciate y'all for just sharing the time, coming on here. Instagram, if you want to get involved, like I said, comment Elite. We got something great to come right in your DM. And man, YouTube, Facebook, the link is in the bio. So until next time, y'all, I truly, truly appreciate y'all. Y'all already know. Let's get it. God bless.